the squirrel scene. I'm not upset that he saved the squirrel. That's a Superman thing to do. My issue with it is, in the beginning of the movie, Superman flies over the engineer, surrounded by white snow. She's covered in black. He's right above her. He doesn't see her, but he can see a tiny little squirrel during this entire city kaiju epic fight with all these moving pieces and debris and this and that and blah. I'm not buying it. What is this? What is that? Oh, Superman can't breathe. I'm like, dude, he sits on the moon in the after credits scene. He doesn't need to breathe. Now I get it, the nanomachines inside of him may be uncomfortable, I understand, but they're not gonna cause him harm. The insides of his body are just as durable as the outside. So they move around in there. He'd feel weird, but they're not gonna kill him. They're not gonna pierce his organs or anything. It'd be annoying. And then right after that, Superman's flying up, which I thought he was going into the sun to like melt the nanomachines. I was like, oh, that's gonna be really cool. Nope, he barely gets out of the atmosphere, and guess who catches up to him? The engineer with her jetpack. This is Superman we're talking about, flying straight up. And she catches up with basically Iron Man tech. Are you gonna sit here and tell me that Iron Man is as fast as Superman? You were out of your mind. And the engineer gets inside of the Fortress of Solitude and decides to hack into this Kryptonian technology and only downloads the Jor-El message, which is bizarre to me because at the end, the robots tell Superman, or ask Superman, they say, hey, did you wanna watch those videos of your parents? This always cheers him up. That implies that he watches this routinely, which means that's in their system, which means Lex trying to figure out his identity and stuff like that later. I'm like, why didn't she download everything? She would've got all of the memories, Mom, Pa Kent footage, she would've gotten all of that. But she only gets the Jor-El thing. She's like, okay, I got the Jor-El thing, I'm out of here, guys. I'm like, ugh, who wrote this? This movie sucks. Not only is the dialogue spewed from Lex's little computer minions expository and ridiculous as fuck, but the whole thing don't make sense.
12C, 18A, 34B.
Lex has to verbalize a command. Somebody types that in, it gets sent over, goes into Homeboy Ultraman, then he has to now act to it, right? You're trying to tell me that that entire process is keeping up with how fast Superman's body and brain moves. So stupid. Also, Lex is just so whiny in this. I'm like, I feel Lex Luthor needs to be like a little bit charming, maybe suave, you know, kind of have a sort of commanding presence when he walks in the room. I'm not getting this from this Lex, you know, I'm not dissing on the actor, I like Nicholas Hoult. It's just the writing, the overall direction of this, you know, throwing the pencils on the floor and having them pick it up, and I'm like, it's so childish. Oh my gosh, he's just not intimidating. This is my Lex Luthor. This is what all Lex Luthors should aspire to become.
Yes, you will. Or everyone you love will suffer.
Michael Rosenbaum, you blew it out of the park. You killed it. I loved it. I love you, man. Dude, let me hop on your podcast, man. Come on, man. I'm just kidding. Oh, this movie fucking sucks. And then really the entire kaiju scene, I mean, like, look at this thing's tail. Superman saves the squirrel, and look at these people trying to run. You're out of your mind if you think that they outran that tail, they didn't get hit by that thing. I'm just not buying it. And then he bursts out of the ground right next to this dude. You're trying to tell me that none of that debris or concrete hit this dude in the face or something? Broke a kneecap? And then he does the exact same principle over here when he busts through this door. All these wood chips could have easily went into somebody's neck. Kinda irresponsible for a Superman, wouldn't you say? But nobody thinks of these things because James Gunn just doesn't show it. Man of Steel showed a little bit of the, oh man, people would actually die in these world-shattering situations like this, but not, as long as you don't show it, it doesn't happen. Superman saved everybody in this city magically. Ass. This movie sucks. And then the kaiju is just giant in the city. There's no footprints, like he wasn't, you know, doing his walk. He didn't have any sort of walk going on. There's no footprints anywhere. How did this happen? Who wrote this? This movie's straight up churlish. It is. Then he saves this woman and then places her on a rooftop, like right next to the kaiju. He's Superman. He has enough time to talk to her, but he can't fly her 50 feet away on the ground so she can run away from the danger. He's like, no, let me put you on this rooftop so in case I miss the swinging of this kaiju's tail and it just sweeps this entire building, you know, you're kind of just stuck up here. What if the door was locked up there? How'd she get down? What the This movie sucks. And then it's so convenient that he grabs this kaiju, breaks the glass with his back, and the kaiju's tail just conveniently turns and doesn't hit the bottom of this building, taking out the foundation and crumbling this whole thing. Please, this is, oh my gosh. And then he takes the time to turn his back to his enemy and ask, hey, everybody okay in here? While there's still fire everywhere. It's burning, and he's not like, oh, let me blow this out. He's just like, you guys okay in the flames? All right, see ya. Come on, big guy, up here. Oh, shit, I almost broke that. Oh, crap. Dude, this movie sucks. Oh, and the freaking monkeys, dude. Oh, dude, it reminded me of a scene straight out of Austin Powers, man. I felt like Dr. Evil made those things. Like he wanted
to have sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads.
And look at this up-close shot of Hot Girl. Come on. This movie sucks, Goku! And the entire harem thing, not only did I just not enjoy this portrayal of Jor-El, I just despised that whole message, but it was just a James Gunn joke. Like he just drags the same joke over and over. It's harem this, harem that, harem, Twitter harem, Facebook, whatever it was. Everyone kept talking about harem. This is a James Gunn thing. It reminded me of Guardians of the Galaxy when Rocket Raccoon was laughing about this dude Taserface, and they just kept saying, Taserface! Like it was super funny, and it's like, dude, it's not funny. It wasn't funny the first time, and it wasn't funny the 10th time you said it. I just don't, ugh. This movie sucks. And I don't like what they did with Paw Kent. He was on screen for just like, what, 5-10 minutes tops, maybe less? Within that time, he cries twice. And the first time he does it, he's like, is my son gonna be okay? And they're like, yeah, he's totally gonna be fine. He just needs to rest it off. It's just a little kryptonite poisoning. He's gonna be fine. And he's like, oh. And then the very next scene, they're sitting on the porch and he starts crying again. And I'm like, dude, the Jonathan Kent that I know wouldn't have been crying all over the place like that. I mean, dude. And I grew up watching Smallville, and that Jonathan Kent rocks. And then here, Superman grabs this whole building right from the middle to save this woman in her car. And I'm like, how? Dude, as soon as he grabbed the force, him grabbing it right there, the sides and everything would have been crumbling, and like he just like grabs it, like he's like, shh. I'm like, what is this? It reminded me of the Justice League, and this looked ridiculous too. This don't make sense to me. Now, mind you, I did in fact like the shot afterwards when he rises up through that dust cloud. I thought that was super cool. That was a cool shot. Anyways, back to my rant. And then he's got this spinning lasers going on, and these guys are just falling out of the sky and hitting the ground. They're like, oh, because James Gunn had the show. Oh, he didn't kill them. He didn't kill them, guys. This isn't Zack Snyder's Justice League or anything, or Superman or Henry Cavill, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, they're dead, or they're extremely hurt, like lifelong injuries here. Oh, and you can't be like, oh, they had their suits on, so it protected them from the fall. Ass. Ask my buddy Rhodey how that worked out for him. God damn it, this movie sucks. And then not only is Superman whining in the apartment because the interview like got him really emotionally riled up, which I was like, ugh. But then later he's over here whining again, pouting and stuff while the city's being terrorized. I mean, he's just like, yeah, they got it. They'll take care of it. I'm like, that's not this. That's what the fuck? What? No. Oh, and the end speech is just corny that he has with Lex.
I'm as human as anyone.
You piece of shit alien.
That is being human. I love
Lamp.
and that's my greatest strength.
Not only am I upset that he barges in there and just gives him the old Naruto talk no jutsu, and then it's Crypto that, you know, gives him the beatdown. Everything he's saying, like, I get it's in line with Superman. I get that. It's the dialogue choice, like the actual, the words he's using. Nobody talks like this. It's so corny. The only way you're talking like this is if you're a politician. Like, I mean, let's just be real here. This isn't real. I'd have been laughing in the room. I'd have laughed at him. I laughed in the theater. I did.
I thought it was a joke. I laughed at it later that night.
Hey, Vegeta, did you like the movie? I think that says it all. He has the time to sit here and just yap to Lex like, oh man, I'm human as you. When there's literally a war going on and children putting up flags for him to come save them. Oh, the Justice Gang got it. Oh yeah. No. They only got it because he's wasting his time talking to Lex right now. He could be over there right now. And then let's be real here. Crypto thrashing Lex all around the place, and you know, does he break his arm? I don't know. The amount of force that Crypto has, and like, he could easily die right here. He could hit his head on something, and now he has brain hemorrhaging and, you know, bleeding and like, but Superman's just like, Crypto, stop, Crypto, no. And I'm like, why is this funny? How is this Superman? This man is getting hurt by your dog, by your cousin's dog. Like, stop this. It's not, ugh. And drunk Supergirl. That don't make no sense to me. Oh, she went to a place with the red sun or whatever, and she gets drunk, and then she comes over the yellow sun. Like, I get that. I get that. But tell me why she has enough yellow sun radiation to withstand these crushing Crypto blows. Look at the floor cracking. She can withstand that because of the yellow sun radiation, but she's not quite charged enough for her system to remove the alcohol in her body? Who's
fucking with my medicine?
Ridiculous. Nutshot.
2X!
That's so funny. Chaozu hates this movie. Yeah, so I'm not a fan of the fact that this movie definitely had a lot of casualties. Superman didn't save everyone. He actually, in my opinion, killed all these men in this air. People are upset about Henry Cavill snapping Zod's neck and I guess not saving the city, even though the fact that he destroyed these world engines and defeated Zod, he saved every human being on the planet from being smushed or melted or fried or whatever the heck they were terraforming. And I didn't even touch on the fact that he just kind of gets his butt kicked this entire film and he gets saved by almost everybody. I mean, the dog saves the day like 10 times in this movie. You know, this just isn't my Superman. And I honestly think that this film is a product of its time. It's timing, really. It's release time. If this was released, this exact movie was released in 2013 and not Man of Steel, I think people would have been like, dude, this sucks. I think just because we went through this whole dark Man of Steel period and the Zack Snyder stuff and all that, people were just like, oh, it's bright and it's colorful and he smiles. So this good dog, there's a dog, it's good. And I'm like, no, it's not. Overall, this isn't my Superman. I'd give it a 9 out of 10 though, because Mr. Terrific was awesome and Lois Lane was hot. See you later. Fuck this movie.
I'm as human as anyone. I'm as human as anyone.
You